A 16-year-old Milo's fingers danced across his keyboard, the rhythmic tapping a comforting backdrop to the empty house. His parents were out, and the silence beyond his gaming headset felt oppressive. A dull thud from the basement broke his concentration. "Stupid cat!" he muttered, pausing his game. The basement door creaked as he opened it, the sound unnaturally loud in the quiet house. Milo fumbled for the light switch, his hand trembling slightly. The bulb flickered to life, casting long shadows across the cluttered space. There, in the corner behind an old bookshelf, a shimmering disc hung in the air. Milo's breath caught in his throat. It was barely larger than a dinner plate, its edges wavering like heat distortion on a summer day. Joy bubbled up in his chest. This was it, a real portal, just like in the manga he'd been reading. He fumbled for his phone, eager to document this incredible discovery. But as he pointed the camera at the portal, his screen remained stubbornly blank. Curiosity gnawed at him. What lay beyond? He tossed a crumpled piece of paper through the opening, watching it vanish without a trace. A pen followed, then a small rubber ball. Each disappeared silently into the void. Milo's mind raced with possibilities. Should he call someone? No, not yet. This was his discovery. He needed to know more first. With shaking hands, he taped his phone to a broom handle, the camera recording. Slowly, he extended it into the portal. The handle slid through easily, meeting no resistance. When he pulled it back, the screen showed only inky blackness. Grabbing a folding chair, Milo settled in a few meters from the portal. He leaned forward, straining to see any detail in its shimmering surface. Minutes ticked by, stretching into what felt like hours. Then, he saw it, an eye, blinking open within the portal. Milo jerked back, his heart pounding. Before he could catch his breath, another eye appeared. Then another, and another. 1, 2, 3, 4. Milo found himself counting involuntarily, his lips moving silently as the eyes multiplied. 5, 6, 7, 8. He tried to look away, to close his own eyes, but found himself paralyzed. The counting continued, an unstoppable force. 9, 10, 11, 12. Time seemed to warp around him. Had it been minutes? Hours? The basement light flickered, casting strange shadows across the growing sea of eyes. 23, 24, 25. Milo's breath came in short gasps. He wanted to scream, to run, but his body refused to obey. The counting consumed him. 42, 43, 44. Tears welled in his eyes, spilling silently down his cheeks. The cold chair beneath him faded from his awareness. There was only the portal and the endless watching eyes. 107, 108, 109. The portal seemed to pulse, growing larger with each new eye. Or was Milo moving closer? He couldn't tell anymore. The boundaries between his body and the basement blurred. 216, 217, 218. His phone lay forgotten on the floor, its screen dark. Milo dimly wondered why his parents hadn't called. Shouldn't they be home by now? 355, 356, 357. The eyes filled every inch of the portal now, a writhing mass of pupils and irises. Yet still they multiplied, layering upon each other in impossible ways. 591, 592, 593. Milo's mind reeled. How could he still be counting? There was no space left for more eyes, and yet the numbers climbed inexorably higher. 784, 785, 786. The basement walls seemed to close in, the portal now dominating Milo's entire field of vision. He could no longer feel his body, his existence reduced to the endless count. 997, 998, 999. With a silent scream, Milo felt himself pulled forward. The portal enveloped him, 1,000 eyes blinking in unison. In that moment, he understood. He had become the 1,000th eye, forever watching, forever counting. And in the empty basement, the small portal behind the old bookshelf flickered once, twice, and then vanished without a trace. The space where it had been now appeared utterly ordinary, as if nothing extraordinary had ever occurred there. The basement fell into an eerie silence, the only evidence of Milo's fate a forgotten phone lying on the cold concrete floor, its screen dark and lifeless,